Hey, what's up, Guru? Just responding to your video on your thoughts on the Sony, the PS3 Slim and stuff. First, I just want to say I'm sorry for your grandma. Um, my family is going through the same thing any day now. We're going to be going to her funeral, which is kind of sad. But going into just the stuff, I wrote a little list of stuff that you put. Like the good you said was lower price equals more sales, and I totally agree with you. And then you said that there's no chance that it will catch up to the 360. It's not going to catch up to the Wii, but you said there's no chance it can catch up to the 360, and I think that's true. But because as of right now, according to VG charts, it's the 360 has about 18 million sales in America, and the PS3 has 9 million. But that's just in America, and the 360 really doesn't appeal to a lot of people in like Japan, which is a really big hotbed for video games, as I'm sure you know. Um, so you really, I mean, I'm checking right now what the sales are, um, like around the world and stuff. Altogether, um, if I can just get to it, sorry, I should have changed it. Um, in the total, like world sales, the PS3 has sold over 23 million, and the 360 has only sold 31 million, which is a lot, but how many people have waited? I mean, if you go on any game boards and stuff, so many people say like now I'm gonna buy a 360, now I'm gonna buy a PS3, and I think it's gonna definitely boost it and make this a very very close race, and which leads me to what you said next was that there's no like kid game on the PS3 that'll sell units. Off the top of my head, I really don't know what kid game is on the 360. Um, what comes to mind is I guess you have Banjo Kazooie, but I don't think a lot of kids played that. I don't think a lot of people played that, to be honest. And there's the Lego Indiana Jones and Batman games stuff like that, but those are on PS3 as well. I just don't know a ton of what you. I mean, you made that point to make out like there's a ton of 360 games that are geared towards kids on the 360, and I really don't know what those games would be. So if you can let me know, that would be cool. And then you said that there's no games on the PS3 that appeal to you. I just like have a couple of games off the top of my head that I think would appeal to you. If you ignore all the hype and stuff, I mean, Killzone is a pretty good shooter on the PS3. You have the Uncharted series. You have God of War. I mean, I know you didn't have a PS2, so maybe that's why. But I mean, you have God of War. You have Metal Gear Solid. You have Little Big Planet. There's a lot of stuff on there that I don't understand why you think that it doesn't really appeal to you. Because I mean, I think I have a good understanding of what type of games you have, like what you're into. I don't really see, I don't know. I'm seeing what else I have over there. I mean, the Ratchet and Clank series. Again, I know you didn't play. I know you didn't have a PS2, so you really may not know that. Jack and Daxter, I think a new game is coming out. Uh, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff on there that I feel like um, that you would like. So I don't know. That was just something I had to throw in there. And you said that this one looks better than. Well, I think you didn't really say it. I mean, you gave credit to the old model, which I have over there, and I think it's very sleek looking. I don't really. I'm not gonna say I don't like how the new one looks, but it doesn't. It looks just different. I don't know. I think the older version's a lot sexier, and people say you get fingerprints. I will say that it does attract dust, and especially mine's right by a window, so it attracts dust like crazy. But fingerprints, I don't think so because I don't really touch my console like aside from just hitting the button to open the tray and stuff and shut it off. I don't really have that many fingerprints on it. Um, but yeah. And then the bad, you said there's no HDMI or component cable with it. That's true, and it definitely is annoying, but uh, they're not that expensive if you go online. I know you have shopped online, so it shouldn't be an issue for you. If you go to Cables for Less, you can get an HDMI cable for about $3. If you go to Best Buy, definitely it's gonna kill you, but in the long run, $3, then probably like $2 shipping and handling, $6, $7, and you can get an HDMI cable. It's not that bad. Um, if you're gonna go buy one, order a cable a couple days before you get your PS3, so it's here when you get it, when you're ready to play. And then on the flip side of that, the 360 doesn't include uh, a charger for your controller, and the PS3 does. And I think that's huge because if you don't go out and spring for the charger, which is $20, which is a lot more than you can get an HDMI cable for, you're gonna be going through batteries like crazy. It came to the point where just my mom wasn't buying batteries anymore. My controller was dead. I just had to go out and buy the charger. So it's actually more money to buy a 360 controller charger than it is to buy an HDMI cable off the internet. You gotta outweigh, it has its pluses and minuses, and you could say, well, the 360 doesn't come with, the PS2 doesn't come with a headset, and that annoys me. I think that's the most annoying thing for me. But then PSN is free, and it goes back and forth. For $300, I think that's a steal for a PS3. I spent $400 for mine, I believe. I get $500 for the game and for a Little Big Planet in the console, and I'm extremely happy with it. I think the PS3 or PSN has better exclusive titles than the Xbox Live Arcade. I think a lot of people have said that. But if you're really into games, and obviously you are, if you could just put I'm not saying that you hate PS3 or Sony, if you could just put that aside and just spring for $300, which really isn't a lot, especially with the amount of games that you buy and stuff, or have bought in the past, I think you should definitely check it out because it's definitely worth getting, especially at $300. So, and that's about it. That's all I got for you. If you want to respond back, that's cool. And again, I'm sorry about your grandma, man. I'm gonna be going through the same thing in about a couple days. So I'll see you later, man.